Well, good afternoon, everybody. Here we are again, number 387 on a Friday afternoon. Now, we've been doing really well with these, haven't we, so far? And I know a lot of you have been posting pictures of what you've done, so thank you ever so much for that. It's lovely to see how everybody interprets what we do here. So, okay, what have I got today then? Regular tile. I've got that lovely blue out of my regulars. I've got pen, pencil, tortillon, and I've got a white chalky pencil as well. So let's see what we're going to do with it, shall we? I'm going to zoom in just a little bit and let's make a start. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come straight in with pen. Okay, you don't have to do this. If you're happier working with pencil first and then doing that later, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to come in pen. And of course, we talked a bit about left and right-handed do the tile. I'm going to start here and go across this way because it's more comfy for me. But if you're right-handed, and some of you are, if you want to start this way and go along here, that's absolutely fine too. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to start here and build my design around there. But so if you want to go there, it's fine. You can start wherever you like. If you want to go from the top to the bottom, you can do that as well if you want. Really don't mind. But it's always about what's comfy for you, isn't it? Okay, so bit of a swirl going on there. All right, take a deep breath. You've got this. And I'm going to put a little bobble on the top there. I'm going to fill it in. Okay. And let's create another line. We're going to do another. It's going to start at the same point. It's going to get just not too much fatter, just a little bit fatter around the middle there. And then it's going to come back down almost to the point. Almost. See? And then I'm going to cut it off there. So let's go in. Oh, good afternoon, everybody. It's lovely to see you all. Well, see you, you know what I mean. Okay. So next little bit, from the bottom here, I'm going to work my way up. And I'm going to come along here and put another bobble on. Let's just fill that in there. And similar this side, along, put a bobble on. Okay. All right. So, throwing yourself on the bed. I've got this picture in my head now. I'm going to start here. I'm going to come in and I'm going to create sort of a loop. See, it's going down that bottom edge there. And then same again, and again it's going down there. All right, so it's always joining to that bottom little bit there. Let's do another. And down. You see, each time they're getting a little bit smaller. Okay. So along. Now, don't get carried away with this because I'm not going to go all the way to the top. Oh, Carol, hope you're okay. I know, sometimes we just have weeks like that, don't we? And it doesn't seem to matter what you do or what you try and do. It sort of all tries to get on top of you. But, hopefully this is, giving you a little bit of a hand. So from here, look, I'm going to come up. There you go. I'm going to just sort of add a couple of little lines in there. Follow it up. So let's make some stripes out of that. Now, because they're really small, I'm sticking with my 03 pen, but you can always switch out if you want. That's it that way. Right. Oh, same in this one then. I'm going to come in from here and I'm going to come down to the bottom. And again. Now be careful with this side, and you might find it on one or the other. You don't want to go too small too soon, because if you do that, you're going to end up with no space to do any of these little loops. Let's do that one. And that one. And that one. Okay, so this time, I'm going to go up this edge, but it's going to be quite narrow. Well, that's okay. As long as we've got a little bit of a hint. And I've not tried to match them up in any way. I've started at this bottom edge and filled that one in. It doesn't matter. There we go. Right, let's have a little look at this. and context then. So we've got that kind of a shape. So let's do another one of these down this side. So let's have a look, coming there, in and along that way. Okay, so it's a similar curve to the one I did there. Up there. Yeah. Oh, hello Joe, yes. We're all fine here, thank you. I hope everybody else is. I know it's really gone cold, hasn't it, this last week, so put that loop on the top there. You know, we've all had to think about putting our heating on, I think, haven't we? Okay, so now I'm going to sort of turn it this way because I want to imagine that this is sort of straight now. So there's my loop for this side, and then here for this side. Okay. So then let's go. And, so I'm going to start this side first, just because I think it's going to be a little bit easier because I can see it all. And of course, if you you want to sort of do the other bit in pencil and draw the whole thing, then go in pen with just the bit you need. That works quite well, but obviously only if you've drawn these bits in pen. See, I'm getting quite narrow at the top there, so I'm going to put just a little slither in and put those stripes in. It only needs to be a little bit. Let's go a little bit more in there. Okay. So now here, I'm going to imagine, see, if I'd got a pencil and I was drawing all this in pencil, it's about there. So then from here, I'd come round. So, you see, drawing in the whole thing, it's going to make it easier to sort of spot which bits I need to draw. So let's have a little look at that a little bit closer. Oh, Nadia, I know what you mean. Yeah, I do need to put the January, February dates on, actually. I'll do that next week. I know classes tend to, you know, fill up quite quickly, so I want to give people plenty notice. So I will do that. I've just had a crazy silly week this week. Well, a couple of weeks, actually. So, I'll get them on. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's have a look. Yeah. See, so this bit I can get rid of now, but I know that it's in the place that I wanted it to be. So, oh, Kathy, I would love to come to Florida. I absolutely adore Florida. It's my favourite ever holiday destination. If I could live there, I would. And that's no word of a lie, I would. We said I'd go and work in Disney. So I'd love that. All right, here we go with that one. So again, putting that on there. And then I'm going to put this one up here. This time though, I'm going to sort of imagine so you can see the difference between the two. Yeah, I thought I could go and sit and draw Disney characters in Disney all day. That would be cool. I'd love to do that. Yeah. You know, that nice warm sunshine. I know you have a few storms out there, but I think we could weather them. I think we spent, you know, done a lot of summers in Florida. We actually did Christmas one year. That was 22. Let's just put that in there. And we stopped at a Disney hotel. But we usually stop in a villa. Oh, Louise, wouldn't that be fun? See, here now I'm going to sort of imagine it's out here somewhere. So I can just sort of put in those bottom sections. You're not going to see them anyway, so we know that they're working their way around. And then here, adding those little bits in. Okay. Oh, hi Wendy, how's hubby? Was all okay? And that there, you see? Let's have a look. So I've got a few in there. So I'm just going to bring in my rubber. Let's get rid of those bits of pencil. See, so it's like we've got those going underneath there, a little bit of a combination. So, okay, next little bit then. going to bring in, oh, hi Angela. I'm going to bring, let's have a look. Do I want to go this way or do I want to go that way? It doesn't matter. Sort of wanting to go that way. I'm going to put a larger loop on the end, like that. Okay. And then let's do another, a little bit smaller, like that. And let's bring another one in. And I'm going to put a few more sort of down that line. See one sort of disappearing in the background there, like that. And let's do a couple more of them. Oh, I bet Wendy, it's been a while. I bet he's just glad and it didn't get cancelled again. So see what I'm going to do. Look, I'm adding sort of a couple of loops either side. Along we go. Like so. And then I'm going to bring one out here. So imagine that they're all sort of coming from this eye area. Everything seems to be sort of congregating there. See if we were to follow it down. There's some loops. Hello Deborah from New York. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It's all like the gang's all back together again. I love this, how we all sort of get together. So again, I'm going to bring one up. This time, instead of having those loops, it's going to be a curl. Quite a large curl, you see? Put a loop on the end. Let's go in a little bit so you can see that. All right, quite a large curl. And then I'm going to sort of follow myself back around. So from here, and let's put some little waves in, like that. All right, so this bit here, I'm going to fill in with a little bit of ink. So because it's quite a larger bit, I'm going to put some of my 05 in there. You don't have to, again, if you want to do that in a different colour, if you want to leave it, that's fine. You can do that. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of difference from one to the other, isn't it? I'm going to put a few more of those in, so I think I'll draw them first, and then I'm going to come back in and fill in those little sort of wavy bits with ink. See that one? I'm going to have it going over the top of that. And you can do that as well. Fill that one in then. And then if I follow it back round, I'm going to put that little bit of a wave on it. Let's take it over there. See? So it's sort of going underneath those two, but then it's coming up and over that one. And see, I've got another one. Let's put another one here. So again, I can go over that, look, under there, and back over that, under. See, that makes it a little bit interesting, doesn't it? Sort of almost like it's wrapped itself around. There you go, put those in there. Back in, and fill those little sections in with ink. Just coming in and doing that. Now, of course, I'm sort of doing it and I'm not looking at it directly overhead, so I might miss a few bits, but I can go back and finish those after. It's fine. Okay. So, see, that's going over the top of that bit. Like so. All right, let's fill that bit in. Okay. So quite a little bit going on there in a sense, isn't there? So liking that little bit. What I want to do is come in with these little loops. Oh, Pam, no, give it a go. Give it a go. It's follow the lines. Just draw a little bit and then pause it and draw it. Even if you sketch it with any pen or any pencil, just give it a go. We see we started here. It's like a little S with a bobble on the top. Yeah, no, give it a go. See, looking at these little loops, see, we went and did a loop. I'm going to come in and have a small loop. See, I've just gone on one side of it. And same there, look. I always think they look like little ballet shoes. So let's do that for all of them. I'm going to come in sort of this way on this side, and then this way on this side. What about this one? This way? See, that I'm not going to bother about, it's hiding under there. And then this way on this side. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So looking at this then, I'm going to start at the top with a line, and then I'm going to work my way round that shape. So you're following the curve, putting some lines in. Oh, Jackie, that's brilliant. We need to see it when you've done it. I'm going to be doing a little demo on Halloween Hollow on Monday. I think it's a second show on Monday, so if you want to have a look at that. Of course, a couple of new bits and pieces. Really excited about them. So should be fun. I think Leslie checked up with me earlier. She had a look on the system. It's 1, 3 and 6, I think. So if you're around on Monday, you fancy watching a bit of tangling going on, a bit of drawing, using these new bits and pieces. I think I'm going to take the Day of the Dead as well. I know we think it's a little bit macabre, but it's not. It's all about festivals. So if you ever fancied drawing your own sugar skull, then I'll do a little demo on that as well. They're really easy to do, and you can add hair and all sorts. Clues, Viv, clues. Wow, what can we say about what's going on? One of them in particular, if you think we've done a theme around a particular country, we've done a theme around a particular country. Well, it's not Japan. It's not the UK. It's a little bit warmer climate. Think. I don't know. What did we think? Mummies and pyramids. I'm going to put a little bit of thickness in there as well. Thank you, John. Cup of tea coming.
So you don't freeze to death.
Thank you. So, there we go. Actually, because Leslie's not here, I can actually show you one of the samples. I know. Well, she's not here, John.
I know.
So she can't stop me, can she?
Nope.
Oh, you want to see? Look. Oh, just saying. Yeah, Leslie, you can't stop me. Yeah. Shall I show another? I'm going to show another. Look at this one. See, she'll be in the car and round here in next to no time. She's only 5 minutes down the road. So I better stop there. Anyway, where were we? Okay, pencil. Let's go. So, okay. I'm going to start with these little sort of feather kind of shapes. I'm going to add some pencil along this area here. I'm not going to go I'm going to go up there just one side, I think. Over everything and along that side there. Okay. Oh, Lorraine, is it your birthday? You need to send a picture in. We've not had many showing, have we, in a sense, recently? I'm going to ask them about that. I'm going to say what's going on. Why have we not had any pictures shown? I think what it is, they get so many, which is great. They sort of get a little bit overwhelmed. But no, keep sending them, please. Keep sending them. And then, of course, you go into the pick, don't you? For the end of the month. Which you'll have missed the end of October, but it'll go in the pick for the end of November. So, oh, Rose, wait till you see the background stencils. Oh, they're amazing. Okay, see here, I'm going to put some there because That's over the top of that one. Didn't they say? They do actually put you in the pick or the drawer. It's sometimes depends who's ordering, depends how busy they are. But I do ask them, and they do try and do it. But then I know it takes up time as well, doesn't it? And I know you want to see the demos. It's amazing how quick time goes. Actually, you think we've got an hour, but we haven't. By the time everything's been introduced and things. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how to draw that scarab. Okay. I know, Rose, I think we need to watch it this weekend. I think we all need to get that film out because we've all got it. Or it's all somewhere and on Netflix or something. I'm sure we need to get it out and watch it. Okay. So I'm just adding a little bit of pencil at the bottom here. Just a little bit. Okay. Glenys, I couldn't I? Shall I? What do you want to see, the stencil or do you want to see the backgrounds? I don't know, let me have a cup of tea. Oh, I've actually got both. Oh, look. So this is one of the background stencils. Look. I know Leslie's probably like, on her way, as I say. And here we go. Oh, let's have a look. Look at that. Look at that. She's going to kill me. She's going to absolutely kill me. Sorry, Leslie. Dobby made me do it. Oh dear. Actually, I can't blame Dobby because he's at home dog sitting. Oh, yeah, boys will be tired when I get in. All right. Let's soften this up. See, I'm leaving myself a little gap in the middle there. Absolutely, Sue. Absolutely. Yeah. So, let me go with that one. And that's not all. She will be round in a minute. That heart's beautiful, isn't it? Those wings. There we go. Oh, yeah. So just adding that little bit of touch. You can always come in and add more if you feel it needs it. So if you want to do it all in one go, you can. If you want to build it up, you can do that too. So we've got this little bit. I'm not going to cover it all. And then, did I do that bit? Let's just be sure. I know, Glenn, so that's why she's got pink hair. Yeah, because, I annoy her all the time. And the more I annoy her, the pinker it goes. I know. Mind you, to be fair, she's working with me. I know I can be a bit creative. Let's leave it there. No, we get on so well, Leslie and I. She does finish my sentences. No, I don't always want her to, but she does. You see that I've not done anything there because it's so fine. You're not really going to see it. So anybody that's been up to HQ and you think me and Leslie, we get on each other's nerves and row. We don't, but we do bite at each other now and again, but it's only a bit of fun. All right, so let's bring in my white pencil. Now again, if you want to, you can bring in colour here, but being that I'm on like a blue tile, I could put blue in, couldn't I? I might go in and put a bit of blue in a minute. So what I'm going to do is add my white in the middle, so I'm not going over the black lines there. Just sort of in those little sections. There we go. Okay. And same here. Put in those little bits in. As I get further up, it's not going to be too much because they're quite small. Oh, it's come in. It's a bit early for the boogeyman. It's only John. My door doesn't normally creak like that, John.
Put some spray on it.
Oh, wow. Rose, do you know what? I don't know what he's got. I don't know what he's... I mean, if you remember last year at Halloween, he actually got a little bit mixed up with a, with a skeleton. I think it frightened him a bit. Rose, it well could be. He's just gone out. I'm going to tell him that later, Rose. You're going to be in trouble. Okay. So, if you've got a clean tortillon at this point, it would be perhaps wise. I've got one that's part clean. Let's go back in. Softener. Rose says she thinks it's your joints.
Cheeky sod.
There you go. And ever so gently, just sort of touch round a bit. We just want to blend it in a touch, but not lose it completely. There you go. See, sort of just touching those bits there. And there. I want to really keep this nice and bright there. Okay. No more squeak. There you are. A little bit in there. Okay. All right. Now, Wendy, you didn't deny it, did he? Oh, all right, Louise. We'll see you soon. Okay. There we go. See, I'm just adding a little bit on the edges there. Okay. So see this bit here? If you can, and you've got the space, I'm going to add a little bit up the side there. You see? Here, real tiny. So I can just get a little bit on the edge. This one, I'm not even going to bother. It's really too small. So, again, just very gently. And I mean really gently. Not even going to touch that line there. Let's put those bits in. Okay. I know, Pam. I think it's lack of sleep. Yeah. Oh, it's because Leslie's away, that's what it is. You know, we're all messing about. And not getting anything done. To be fair, we are. There we go. All right, so there we go. I think just bringing my pen back in. And I did say, didn't I was going to bring a bit of blue in. Let's put some black pen in first. See, I'm going to go back over there. Back over there, because that one is the main one. This is the one right at the front, and that's the one that we want to sort of really stand out. And I'm not going to draw all the way up there. I'm going to do a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom, and then the next down there. See, same across the top there as well. All right, and still a little bit. You see where they join? Let's go in a little bit so you can see that. In 1 second. You see, just sort of little bits. Same on this side. And I'm only going to do this on this one because so this is the one that's sort of really at the forefront. Just want to make sure that you've got those in. Okay. So at this point you could leave it. And it, you know, it looks lovely, and we've got those little bits of monochrome and white in as well. So you've got a bit 3D there. But I said, bring a little bit of blue in. So let's have a little look at what have I got here. Let's bring the deep blue in for a start. Okay. So you think, why a dark blue? What's the point of that? Let's extend it out a little bit here. So you're going to get, you're not going to get a blackness. You're going to get a slightly more softer tone. I know it's blue's kind of a cold colour, but you're going to get a bit of a contrast between the black. Okay, and again I'm going to put it mostly on this front one here. So I've just put it look where that darkness is, and just little bits across the top there. Okay, I'll zoom out in a minute and you can see what it looks like. Okay, so it's just going to look a bit darker. You see how that's brought that out a bit? So let's bring out a little bit more blue. I've got my dark sea blue here. So it's a little bluey green kind of a colour. Let's go in a bit more. And just going to pull it out a little bit. See, so from the dark, pull it out a bit. So it's almost like not a flick, but it is. How do I explain that? Just push it out. So you're getting a darker bit here, but then it's moving in. I'm not going to try and colour the whole thing. I just want to give it that little essence that there's a bit of colour just down that bottom edge. And then on this edge as well. Again, not pressing on too hard here. Because we've already got a lot of graphite on there, if your pencil's a little bit heavier than you would like, you're not really going to see it because you've already got that grey underneath. Okay, let's have a little look at that. You see how that's brought it in front, yeah? So, just a little bit of that one under there, I reckon. Give it a bit of darkness. So, if we want to have a little bit of a pop of colour, so if we think colour wheel and you've got a blue or a blue-green, that kind of thing, you want to be thinking about having an orange, blue-orange opposite ends. So I'm going to come in with my clementine. Here we go, a little bit of orange there. I'm not going to touch anything here. I'm going to bring it in on these little loops here. Okay. I know, Rose, it's amazing, isn't it? You put just a little bit of colour in. Even if you, I know a lot of you are quite worried about colour. And I have done instructions for colouring different things. So have a look at those and take sort of inspiration from them. But I have done a lot of colouring recently on my tiles. So if you want to go back and have another go and see what they like, that'll really help. You see, I'm just adding it over where my graphite is. So see how it's really dark there? If I come in and just ever so lightly over the top. And you don't have to use my pencils. You can use whatever pencils you want. You're going to get a similar sort of feel with these. So you see, I've not even tried to blend that. If I wanted to, I'd bring in my white. Yeah, but there's already a bit of white there anyway. But if I wanted to blend it, that's what I'd be using to blend it in with. But I don't want to. I just want to have that hint of colour. Okay. So just having that touch of orange on. Although it's muted because that, you know, the grey and is behind it. You see how it's brought that blue? They're sort of fighting with each other now. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, the Poppy 292. That, yeah, I did go into detail with colour there as well. So, okay, so just having that hint of colour. It doesn't look like there's a load on, but that hint of colour really makes a difference. So there we go. Tile done for the day. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. I hope you have a really lovely weekend. And if you're around Monday and you want to see what we're doing, then I'll be there. So have a good one. And all right, see you soon. Bye.